Well, hello my beautiful Sagittarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for the end of September, right through to the end of October 2023. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first, and then I'm going to follow it with a Celtic cross. But there's a new addition to some of my readings at the moment. I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing your reading, and they're starting to show me, and these are my guides, they're starting to show me like very old-fashioned writing in the water, italic writing, and they're actually giving me a sentence for you as well. And this one, just like the Taurian reading that I did yesterday, it is written in fire. Okay, now maybe it's because you're a fire element, but the Taurian reading, they're not fire, they're earth. So I'm just going to read you what they're giving me, okay? It is, when the 11th hour is in twain, we shall meet and love shall reign. Okay, now that's very cryptic. These sentences that I'm being given for the readings are very cryptic indeed, and very sort of old style writing. So, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, the 11th hour, but it says something about being in twain. Now, if I remember rightly, twain means to be in half or in 2 parts. So maybe it means like at, so 11, yeah, 5:30, perhaps in the evening. There's me doing some math, some quick math. Maybe it's 5:30 in the evening or in the morning. Maybe that's the time you're going to meet this person, or there may be some relevance to this sentence about love. I mean, it does say love will reign. I'm not even sure if it's part of a poem or some sort of text. So I'm going to have to look it up online, but each sentence I've been given so far does not exist online. So these are very unique sentences that are coming through for you. So I'm just going to move away from that, but I do feel it is indicative of you meeting someone new, okay? And although it's very cryptic, it does indicate that love is coming into your life. So, yeah, I will leave it like that. Yeah, I should have said it right at the beginning of your reading. I knew there was a heart coming. Right at the beginning of the reading, I was given a heart, but it wasn't in the water. It was just in my mind's eye. And I should have said, I'm seeing a big old heart for you all, but I didn't, so, you know, I didn't write it down. It wasn't in, I do a little meditation just before your readings, and a heart did not come up for you, but it was just before I started doing the reading, about to cleanse, and I saw a big old heart, okay? And I felt that perhaps represents your beautiful heart, that you are lovable, you are loving, you're sensitive, you have a lot of empathy and understanding, and you deserve love. So that's what was coming out whilst I was cleansing your reading. But now I can see with your outcome energy, there is love coming your way. I'm just going to get your starting position for your Celtic cross as well. We've got the 3 of Wands. You're waiting, okay? But you're waiting for the one. You're not just, you know, waiting, twiddling your thumbs. I feel like you're doing a lot of spiritual growth work. You have the tree as your protagonist energy, okay? Now, the tree, of course, represents longevity. You're looking for a long-term relationship, and you're going through a, you know, very strong period of personal growth. Also with this card, it indicates it has been a slow process, and you've been very patient waiting for the one. But you're looking for someone who joins your family lineage. I feel like you are rooting and grounding yourself. I feel like you're expanding yourself in your projects or the things that you're really interested in. I also feel that some of you have repeated a pattern or a cycle from childhood, or ancestral patterns have been playing out in your life. So if you've noticed that relationships from your past have gone in a very similar way to something that perhaps your parents or guardians or grandparents experienced, you may have had the difficult journey to have to end ancestral wounding or end an ancestral pattern that has been playing out in your family lineage. And you may have started to notice that as you have awakened. And I definitely get a sense here that you are grounding yourself. You're choosing to be healthy. You're choosing to attract a healthy love into your world. And I feel like you're going to meet a relationship that blossoms into something really wonderful, because you've been doing the spiritual work, and I feel like you're ready for a wonderful new experience to come into your life. Now, we do have the flowers. It's in the resistance position. Some of you are not getting out there. Okay, some of you perhaps haven't received any invitations, or you feel that you've been a bit of a homebody, because this card, it tends to be about social events or invitations, meetings, you know, parties, that sort of thing, and it's in the resistance position, like you got it in the reverse. So this tells me that some of you have been a bit of a homebody, or you know, you've been in a little bit in hermit mode for a while. It's number 9, okay, which is the hermit energy. So that tells me that some of you have been going through a very deep period of personal discovery, and you're seeking greater authenticity in your life, but you've been doing a lot of re-examining your life, you know, the experiences you've had, where you are right now, and what you want in the future. So you're preparing yourself for love, and I definitely see that love is coming in for you. I do see that there will be an invitation that comes your way in the next, let me see, okay, they're giving me around about November, but I feel it's an invitation that comes before. Okay, so there may be something in November that you'll go to, and I'm not saying that you're not going to meet love until then, but you may actually meet someone before then, and then it starts to develop into something a little bit more solid in November. So I'll go deeper in a Celtic cross, but that's what's coming through. So look out for any invitations there. But this is a call to be a little bit more social, whether it's to put yourself out there online, or if you don't want to do that, then it's really about connecting to, you know, something that you're interested in, hobbies or learning, something that you're doing for you. But I feel like it's about you coming out of your comfort zone to do something different. When you get the flowers, of course, the bouquet, I feel you're actually going to open yourself up to new people, new experiences. And, you know, some of you have been feeling that you're not getting any attention from people. They're not letting me put this card down yet. They said I haven't finished. So I feel some of you don't notice when people notice you. I feel like you're very modest, and you don't recognize when people are attracted to you or when they're flirting with you. And I feel this is something that you've been learning or trying to open yourself up to. You actually get a lot of attention, but you just don't notice it. But there's going to be a person who comes in who you cannot ignore the fact that this person, this new person, is interested, okay? I definitely see some of you may have even been feeling a bit stuck in a rut right now. You may have felt very disconnected from things that you normally enjoy, and you're trying to rediscover parts of yourself and get back to seeing the beauty in the world, the joy in your everyday circumstances. And what they're telling me with the bouquet is you've taken a long time to recognize that you are a gift when it comes to love, life, and, you know, everything in general. And I feel that you are building confidence. Some of you may have been a bit shy. Even though you're a fire element, I definitely see this sensitivity within you, especially when you meet someone that you're attracted to. You may go a little bit insular. And they're indicating here that you've been going through a major period of personal growth and development. And I feel like you're learning to love yourself. I feel that you recognize that you are lovable, and that, you know, now it's all about value. So I see here that it's taken you a long time to step into your personal power. But as you move forward, I mean, this is the future position. We've got love coming in for you, okay? Now, the heart, of course, represents love, passion, romance. There's definitely going to be someone you're going to have a crush on at first. I feel there's a hesitancy when you first meet this person from your side, not from their side. I feel like there's a little bit of resistance when you first meet this person. And what I'm seeing here with the heart, it's number 24 when you juice it. 2 plus 4, of course, is 6, which is the Lover's card. So this person is a soulmate being sent to you. And this person's really fun to be with. So when you first meet this person, because you're having so much fun with this new person, you may feel that this person perhaps does not want a long-term relationship. You may feel that this person is looking for pleasure, but actually this person wants to go deeper. And I feel you will settle down with this person. This person will become part of your family lineage or part of your story long-term, if you want them to, of course, if you want to get married or things like that. Some people don't want that, so it depends on what you want. But there's a lot of deep affection here. There's a lot of loyalty with this person. And this person has a true heart. They're actually showing me a diamond in the water right now. Now, this could indicate that you'll actually make a commitment to this person, but it also feels that this person is a gem coming into your world. And I feel like a true heart is coming your way because you have a true heart. And it's about time that you received the love that you truly deserve and desire, okay? They're also showing me double two. Double two. Okay, they're showing me double two, your manifestations will become a reality, but also I'm getting that there may be a connection between double two. It could be 22. That could be the end digits of this person's cell phone number, or it could be the date of their birth, or perhaps they live at number 22. There's something connected to 22 with this new person that's coming in, okay? Now, we do have owls. It's number 12, which indicates there's, 12 is a hesitancy number. It's like the hangman. It's like a pause, okay? So I do feel that when you first meet this person, I feel like you try to slow it down a little bit to get to know this person a little bit better, which is great because you build a solid foundation. Owls, of course, represent being out there, being, sociable, being in the company of people. And I'm just picking up a little bit more energy from this. There's going to be a lot of communication with you and this person, but I feel there's just... how can I put this? I feel this person will actually, round about 4 months into knowing you, this person will actually initiate a conversation like, what are we doing here? I want to be in a long-term relationship. They're actually going to say it. They're going to verbalize it. And then you'll know completely. I just feel there's like a hesitancy on your part when you first meet this person, okay? So maybe some of you have been hurt in the past. You may have gone through a previous relationship that started to blossom but got cut short quite quickly, okay, is what I'm seeing here. But I feel this person, they're very wise, they are very mature. They may not be older than you, but they may be someone who, how can I put this? They're spiritually very evolved, they are emotionally very open, and they know what they want. So they're not going to lead you down the garden path. That's what I'm feeling here, okay? So I'm just going to go and get your Celtic cross energy. Your starting position is the 3 of Wands. So you have been waiting for some time, and I feel like you have been going through an intense period of personal development. When I say that, that means that you're doing spiritual work, learning more about yourself, reconnecting to parts of yourself that you may feel that you've neglected. But it's more than that. It's about focusing on your prosperity. It's about focusing on your true life's purpose. It's about focusing on your family. With the tree there, a lot of you have family responsibilities that you've been connecting to. You may have felt that you have a lot on your shoulders right now, that you have been very, very busy, pushed and pulled in many different directions. And your focus has, I could feel it with the Emperor energy, your focus has been business or money or, creating security in your world. Some of you, it is to buy real estate or to save for a property. So I feel like you've had a lot on your mind. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. But now I feel you're opening yourself up more to focusing on love. Okay, yeah, Ace of Swords, that's the start of communication between you and someone new coming in. So I feel like there's a lot of messaging back and forth with you and this person before you actually become something very solid, and that may be why there's a hesitancy there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Good Angels. Can you please guide? 6 of Wands. Okay, I'm going to go one more. I wouldn't normally, but 8 of Pentacles. I'm going to have to see past that energy because, as I said, there's a little bit of a pause when you first meet this person. It just feels like there's I want to say it's a break, but I'm gonna see a little bit more in a moment. I can't quite understand why there's the pause, and I'll always be honest. I'm not gonna just spin you something just to make up a story, but I feel like there's a pause for some reason at in between you and this person meeting. So I'll go and see what that is in a moment. But your Three of Wands is your starting position, and that indicates the weight. Okay, a lot of you are on the right path, is what I see here, with connecting to your true heart's desire. So you're focusing on your projects, and you've been waiting for the one. The ship represents the journey, and you know, you're holding back. You're not just wanting to connect to just any old body. You want someone who has that spark, someone you can build a life with. And the Three of Wands also indicates that some of you are trying your hardest to get out and be more sociable, or trying to, you know, experience new things, come together in groups of people. So whether that's a hobby or whether that's you connecting to friends and going out and having fun, the Three of Wands tells me that you are trying to see what's out there. And right now you may feel there's no one connecting to you on that level, but you are actually calling that person in right now. Seven of Pentacles, some of you, as you can see there, the apple represents like healthy energy, and you have been making yourself healthy. You've been focusing on spiritual development, and I feel like you're choosing healthy situations for you when it comes to people. Also, the Seven of Pentacles is the weight. You've been cultivating your life, shall we say, and you've been waiting for love patiently, and some of you may be wondering, is it ever going to come? And some of you may have also had previous experiences in the past in love that did not go the way you'd hoped for. You may have felt disappointed or let down by love, and some of you are wondering, is it even worth it? So you've been focusing on other things, other projects at this time. But I definitely see that you're calling in love. You've got an Ace of Cups here, so there is new love entering into your energy. This is deep down in your gut instinct. You know that love will come in. The Ace of Cups indicates a romantic relationship full of loving emotion, an opportunity to merge with another person, something that will lead to a long-term relationship. There's going to be someone who captures your attention. And with the Three of Wands present, it tells me that you're going to be in a very social setting when you meet this person. Okay, especially with the owls there and the bouquet, it tells me that you're going to either receive an invitation, or you're going to go to a festival or a party or an event, and there's going to be someone who captures your attention, and you certainly capture this person's attention as well, is what I see there. We also have the King of Wands, which is really wonderful because we have the Queen of Wands right here. So there is a match. You're calling in a match, and I feel you're taking the initiative to put yourself out there more. I feel like you're influencing your circumstances. The King of Fire, or the King of Wands, is an influencer, someone who is inspired to go out there and get what they want. So I feel you've decided that love is not going to come to you. You need to put yourself in a situation to meet the universe halfway, because the universe is orchestrating things behind the scenes. And I definitely get a sense here that you're about to meet someone new, but I have to pull a card on this because I'm getting an energy here of you may have been connected to someone in the past that you thought was perfect for you, but they were not as mature as you had hoped for. This person, they may still be on your mind. You may not want to be with that person anymore, but you may have been influenced by this relationship on how you operate in love going forward. So I just need to pull a quick card there for you because there are, and we got the Five of Wands there, which tells me there may be a choice in love. There'll be rivalry for your affection. So I just want to pull a card on that for you. We've got the Strength card, and we've got the Five of Swords. This may be somebody who tried to push your buttons, someone who played mind games, someone that you were really strong enough to try and walk away from. This person, I mean, sometimes they may pop into your mind, or they may try to pop into your life. And I feel like you're being bold and daring and trying to walk away from something because it was very, very difficult. The Four of Wands tells me that there is a potential here for this person to reach out for a reunion, okay? Or there is also the potential, if you live in a very small community, that if you're out and about enjoying yourself, you may bump into this person. So just be warned, okay? Sometimes it's better to be aware that this is a potential, so when it is happening right in front of you, you're like, I'm ready for this, okay? So I just want you to be aware of that. I'm going to move on from that energy. If you want to be with a past person, I'll do a quick card to see what could happen there. Queen of Wands. Okay, so it could be, you know, it could be a powerful match. So if you do want to repair, the Eight of Pentacles is present. So if you want to repair a previous relationship, there is definitely the potential to do that. But of course, the person needs to step up, take accountability for their actions, and less of the mind games, less of the pushing each other's buttons, or, I mean, we all do it at some point. We don't mean to, but sometimes we get in a situation where we feel stuck. Okay, and you know, oh gosh, they're giving me a sentence. I didn't really want this reading to go down that route, but they're just giving me this right now, so I'll give it to you. Sometimes we live in a world where in order to get someone's attention, we ignore them. Okay, so that's coming through there. So if you felt that this person has been playing games by ignoring you, or there's some sort of one-upmanship going on there, it's important to recognize that you deserve more than that. Okay, so that's what's just coming through. It's your choice. We all have free will. The High Priestess is to go silent on somebody. Okay, it's also a card of being in between worlds, where someone perhaps, you know, they're spiritually evolving. They think about you all the time, but at the same time, they're not really opening themselves up. They're a bit of an enigma, a mystery. Okay, and sometimes we can get caught up in wanting to solve someone's mystery and recognize that we're doing it at detriment to ourselves. So, you know what, I'm just going to leave that there. There is a potential to repair it if you want to, but the Emperor present tells me that this person needs to mature, or the situation needs to mature in order for it to grow and be a healthy relationship that will stand the test of time. Now, if you do not want to go back to a past person, I'm moving on from that energy, and I'm feeling an energy of someone new coming on in. For you, the Ace of Cups tells me whether you want a past person or not, there is someone new entering your world, and there is love there, okay? But the Emperor energy tells me that you are very, very busy right now, that you're very focused on your projects, that you are stepping up in life. You're actually someone who has a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, and I feel it's important to recognize that you need to go out and have a little bit more fun. Okay, easier said than done. I know we've all got to pay bills. We've got a lot of things going on, but the Emperor can be a little bit serious sometimes. So, and life has got a little bit serious. And I feel it's important to recognize that with the Ace of Cups, it's like get out and let yourself be seen, especially since we've got the Six of Wands there as well, which is to be seen, which is, you know, to step out into the limelight, to step out into life, to, you know, allow your light to shine. Back in the, you know, in the past, the Emperor card, there used to be a Fool that would be at the back of the card, reminding the Emperor to have fun, reminding the Emperor not to take life too seriously, to be a little bit more playful and open-hearted. So I definitely get a sense here from your reading that doing more things that you enjoy will actually put you in a position to meet someone new. So I see that there is an invitation coming in, and I see that from November onwards, I get a sense that you're in something serious with a person, you know, in a relationship or in serious communication, and I feel like it gets more solid in November. Anyway, we've got the Five of Wands. This is in your near future position. So there is going to be rivalry for your affection. Five of Wands, I feel like you're meeting someone new who is very different to what you're used to. Someone who is not your usual type is what I'm seeing here, but so much more than your usual type. This person gets really close to your heart, is what I'm being given. And I feel like you honor this person's differences. I feel they bring a whole life experience that is quite exciting for you. This person's got an incredible imagination. They're very playful. They're very fun. They challenge you in the right way. This person comes from left field. You are not expecting to meet this person. So when you go out and have fun with your friends, or you go into an event, or whatever it is you're going to put yourself out into, because everybody is going to be different, you're not expecting to meet love. You're doing it for you, and you meet this person by surprise. I just want you to be aware of that, okay? But because there's two people, this person has to choose between two people. And you do have an Emperor and a King of Wands here. I mean, you're going to make the choice that's right for you, but I definitely see that there is choice, okay? So let me just pull a quick card on that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide Two of Cups? There is union here, okay? So you have the option of which one you want. The Two of Cups indicates that your heart's desire, okay? So now there is a choice here. With the Three of Swords, I feel like a past situation has the potential to bring further trouble, okay? So I feel with the Three of Swords, you'll have to let someone down. And I feel with the Two of Cups that you're actually going to choose a long-term loving relationship, but ultimately you're going to have to either let someone down, or you're going to have to choose the person that you feel will not break your heart. So if a past person has hurt you before, I feel it's important to recognize that unless they show you with actions that they've stepped up, matured, then of course there is the potential that that person could repeat a cycle with you, okay? And with the Ace of Cups there, I feel they're indicating new. So maybe that's why there's a pause. Maybe it's you trying to make a decision. For those of you who don't have anybody else on your mind, that you don't really want to connect to anybody from the past, this is about you shining your light, recognizing that actually you are a gift. This is your advice to yourself, which is the Queen of Wands. You are very attractive and you have a lot of magnetism, but you're not aware of it. So I feel like you are stepping into your power over the next coming weeks and recognizing that people are attracted to you, that they are noticing you, that actually you're commanding a lot of attention. Male or female, it's not a gender specific reading, but as you can see there, we've got this figure is wearing a skirt or a dress that is made of peacock feathers. To peacock yourself is to show yourself off. It is to get out there and show the world who you are, what you're about, and your wonderful self. You can't be anybody else but you, and that is your superpower. You are unique, okay? So with the Queen of Wands, I feel like you're going to get a lot of attention, and I feel there's going to be even more than these two people noticing you. So I feel over the coming weeks, you're going to notice people noticing you, whether it's in the store, whether it's walking down the sidewalk, whether you're in your car, or even if you don't have a car, whatever it is, you're going to notice people looking at you, okay? And that's because you are, you know, having a bit of a glow up. You're normally, you know, you get a lot of attention, but you just don't notice it. But over the coming months, you're going to notice it. Now we do have the Seven of Wands here. It's the external position, which tells me these are circumstances outside yourself. This figure is coming out of a cage, coming out of a prison. So if you've been a bit of a homebody recently, this is an indication it's time to get out there. You've had a lot of life experiences. This figure is very strong. They represent the strong person, the strength. And as you can see, they've got all those experiences etched on their body. So every experience that you take with you, you take it into a next relationship or a next friendship or a next job or a next experience. So yes, you are experienced. You've had situations that will curl people's toes. You know, you've had love, toxic situations, betrayals, hardship. You know, I definitely see that you're not allowing those circumstances to hold you back from opening yourself up to new love, because this new love that's coming in is not going to treat you the same way that past situations have. You're breaking a cycle of repeat. Now, the Seven of Wands indicates your personal best. So if some of you are out there thinking, you know what, I don't feel good about myself right now, I'm just going to wait until I feel good about myself. Okay, great. But if that extends to years and decades, there's a lot of time that's passing because of perfectionism. So just recognize that there is someone out there who is going to love you for exactly who you are, even the parts of yourself that you do not love, because there are parts, if we're honest, there are parts of ourselves that sometimes we are not happy with, and we learn to be happy with it, or we change it. So if we're mature enough, we'll be like, you know what, this is me. I'm going to be like this. Or if you have the means to change things, still, if you're mature enough, you do something about it. So I feel it's important for you to recognize that you're awesome. And the Seven of Wands indicates that you are your personal best. and you're not going to give up on love. And I feel love is not giving up on you either. So I feel now you're like coming out of a comfort zone. You're breaking free from any limitations. And I feel this is the breakthrough that you've been waiting for. We've got an Ace of Swords here. Ace of Swords is a breakthrough. It is a transformation, but it's also fate and destiny intervening to bring you the law of karma. You deserve a love that loves you back, that is reciprocal, someone who is open, honest, someone who says what they mean and doesn't like change their mind all the time or leave you feeling confused. With the Ace of Swords, this is a communication. I feel like you're breaking free from a cycle. There may be someone that you've gone round and round in circles with that you think about from time to time, but I feel like you're not allowing that cycle of repeat to control you or tempt you anymore. Now, this is a hope and a fear position. You want someone who's honest, open. You want someone who's new. Aces are new. You want to talk to new people, have new experiences. And I feel like some of you are approaching the dating scene in a different way. I feel like you're trying to find an alternative approach to put yourself in a position to meet new love. But remember, I feel like you're doing something for you. Some of you with the Eight of Pentacles, you're putting yourself on a course of learning, or you're actually gaining new knowledge where you meet this new person. Could be a skill, could be a craft, could be a hobby, could be an apprenticeship, could even be work. Something new that you are doing in your life will put you in a position to meet someone that you just vibe with, you just connect with. And it's easy to talk to this new person. They're just on the same wavelength as you, but at the same time, the most important is that they're looking in the same direction as you when it comes to love. Because you can love a person and they can love you back. But if you're not looking in the same direction, wanting the same goals and the same things in life, then it's no deal. It's not going to work because, you know, love... There is a sentence, love is not enough. And sometimes it's not enough because, you know, you can want a person, but if they want things that are different from you, then there's going to be conflict in the union. And unless there's compromise, you know, it could end in separation. So the fear in this card, in the position, is someone who is dishonest, someone who doesn't know what they want, someone who's unclear about the direction that they're heading in. And I feel like you've matured to a position right now where you know what you want. And I feel like you're not going to settle for anything less than you truly deserve and desire, okay? Now, your outcome energy, and this is what I'm going to have to pull a card on. We got the Two of Pentacles, which is a call for more balance in your life, that you've been doing a lot of multitasking. You do have options, okay? I do feel... This card is interesting because it is a card of duality, but it's also a card of inconsistency. So if you find that there's someone in your world that you are drawn to, attracted to, but they're inconsistent and you're looking for something that is more secure, then I definitely see that you're choosing the secure option, okay? Also, if you're very busy and you've not really been focused on love and life has got a bit serious, I definitely see that you're looking at things in your neighborhood or looking towards friends with the Three of Wands there, things that you can do that you really enjoy, that spark that passion within you, and you're making space. You're making space for events or meeting new people or new experiences so that you can open yourself up to new people. The Tower represents you liberating yourself out of a very stuck situation. You know, if you've been holding on to something that's been crumbling for some time, this is a call to let it go. Let it fall where it may be. Then you'll know where you're at. But you can't hold on to something that isn't secure, that isn't solid, because at the end of the day, you're the person who's going to suffer for that because you're trying to keep it all together, okay? Also with the Tower energy, it represents a paradigm shift. You know, it can be a sudden epiphany, especially with your Ace of Swords there. It's like a sudden realization that time is passing by and, you know, you are beautiful inside and out, but you may have had an inner narrative perhaps that has held you back in some way, knocked your confidence, or you've had experiences in the past that have knocked your confidence and made you feel like you're not enough. Some of you may have been bullied out there, and those, you know, unkind sentences, whilst they, you know, were then, it's not now. I feel like some of you may have had an inner narrative that has reminded you of those moments. So it prevents you from being your wonderful, authentic self and putting yourself out there more. You know, I have a friend who's incredible. When we're together, because there's such a safe space where we can just be ourselves and have our like big old laugh about the world or experiences, and she is really loud. She belly laughs so much, and she is just such a incredible person to be with, but put her in a social setting with new people, she becomes very insular, and that's okay too. That's her expressing how she feels about the moment. But then sometimes people kind of dismiss her personality because she's so quiet. It's almost like they don't see her, and I wish that they could see her as she truly is. And it's very hard for her to open herself up, but that's okay, because us as a friendship group, we recognize that, and we in some way find a way to, you know, invite more people into our friendship circle so that we can get to know each other, and then she finds herself much more comfortable to express herself. And I feel to some degree she appreciates that as well. But, you know, we're not all really like gregarious and confident. And I feel we have to force ourselves out of a bit of a comfort zone sometimes to recognize that. And I feel you're not forcing yourself out of a comfort zone. I feel like you're recognizing it's time for you to peacock yourself. It's time for you to get out there and meet new people and new experiences, because you have been feeling stuck. And to feel stuck feels worse than pushing yourself out of a comfort zone. Now, I know that sounds really harsh, and I don't know who needs to hear that, but I can only give you what they're giving me. So with the Tower energy, I feel like I need to pull a card, because also the Tower can represent like a surprise or a shock. And because it's covered by the Six of Wands, it tells me it's a good surprise. Okay, so let me just pull a card on that. The Death card. Yeah, it represents a new beginning, a change. You know, this is about breaking old habits, releasing yourself from anything that's been hindering you or holding you back, whether that's an inner narrative, whether it is a previous experience, or whether it is your circumstances. I feel like you're finding a way to override the system in order to put yourself in a position to meet new experiences. Now, the Six of Wands tells me that you're going to be seen. Okay, that you are going to influence your circumstances and step out of the shadows. That's what I see here. You're going to bask in the warm light of other people's awareness of you. That's what I feel. Okay, so I feel like sweet reward with this Six of Wands. I feel like you accomplish a goal. You're going to be very triumphant in whatever it is you set out to do. Some of you may even like do something sporty, because the Six of Wands can be to compete in something that you will win. I mean, it could even literally be like if you're going to a bar and they do a quiz, or it could be that you go to the gym, or it could be a sport or a sporting event. Maybe you go to a place where you have to travel, or you're thinking about booking a vacation. I definitely see movement in your love life. And we do have the Eight of Pentacles. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is to learn something wherever you go. So some of you are going to be learning a piece of information wherever you meet this person, this new person. Okay, some of you have been going through as I said, a journey of self-discovery, so you're doing a lot of repair work in your world. But the 8 is the number of the self, so it tells me that you're doing something for yourself when you meet this new person. So it's either you going out with your friends so that you can enjoy yourself, or you're putting yourself to do something creative and it's a hobby. So I'm just going to pull a quick card on the outcome energy, because I feel like where you meet this person, there is a challenge. It seems exciting where you meet this person. Page of Wands, the Tower. Page of Wands is you, the Sagittarian, coming out of your comfort zone, being bold, doing something different. Ooh, okay. So they're highlighting a pathway, I feel, and I will show you these cards in a moment. You know, I want to say there's a Two of Cups here. I'm probably wrong, but I feel a Two of Cups. So I feel like it's popped out again for you, but let's see. We got... Oh no. Oh, interesting. We've got communication between two people, which is what I've been feeling. So let me just show you the cards. Page of Wands, Sagittarian energy, being bold, doing something daring, acting on a new idea. Now, I also have an energy coming through for some of you beautiful Sagittarians out there. You may have to go through, well, you may already have gone through a procedure, because I feel like it's not something that's to come. I feel like it's something you're healing from. Okay, so if you've gone through an unwellness recently, or a surgery or a procedure, it's important to recognize, take the time you need to get better, to heal before you get yourself out there, because the right person is going to step in when you are ready for it. Okay, so for everybody else, we got the Page of Wands, doing something different, following a passion, being bold. And we've got the Tower, which is to break out of an old cycle. But you may also be shocked to hear that someone from your past wants to reach out and reunite with you, okay? Now, I am picking up 2 energies. So maybe that's why the 5 of Wands, I said there's more people who are attracted to you than just the 2, okay? It's like buses, they all come along at once. There could be someone from your past that you haven't heard from for a while. There may have been a chemistry between you and this person, and it never got fully realized. It never turned into a relationship. This person has been thinking about you and is wanting to reach out. So I feel like there's a real potential for you to actually be in a relationship with this person, because it is new. It's something you haven't explored with this person, but it is someone you know. But also I do see that there is someone, an ex, who, with the Devil card energy, it tells me that, you know, this person is very tempting. I feel like there is a pattern that this person is in, and it just holds you back from meeting true love. I feel this person is obsessed with you, obsessed with coming in and out of your life, or I feel like you represent an innocent, beautiful, passionate love to this person, but they're not emotionally available to open up. So that's 2 people I see already in these cards, okay? So that's someone that you've known from a long time ago. It could be that you used to work with this person, or you went to college with this person, but it never became a relationship. There was a chemistry, a will they, won't they. You know, you got on really well with this person. This person will re-enter your life. That's one person. Then we have someone that you were in a relationship with who's very toxic, or pushes your buttons, likes to play mind games because they're not fully confident within themselves or projecting their energy. That's 2 people that I see. Then I see the new person coming in, and this is the person that will change your life. The Queen of Swords represents turning your back to the past, being organized, knowing what you want, being really direct and honest with yourself. And we've got the Knight of Swords, someone who comes in and does what they say they're going to do, someone who changes your life, someone who has a different lifestyle to you as well. So I feel this person has very strong air in their chart. Could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. I also see some fire in their chart as well, Aries mainly, but we've got a little bit of Leo there too. Could be Sagittarius energy as well. So I feel there's 3 people, 3 energies circulating around you right now. You get to choose which one. The 5 of Wands indicates it's your choice. Who gets closest to your heart? So no matter how much I pull cards, they're giving me the same energy here. There was just a little bit of a plot twist of someone from your past reaching out. I'm going to go one more with a different deck before I close your reading, because I just want to see a little bit more. I'm a little bit nosy, and I don't like to leave you on a cliffhanger, but I do see that there's 3 potentials here. Not everybody gets 3 potentials. That's incredible, really. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. 8 of Cups. Walking away from anything that is spiritually unrewarding. Okay. King of Swords. The Moon. And the High Priestess. So again, I feel like you'll be talking to somebody new. This person has air in their chart. Okay, I mean, there's the King of Swords, someone who, like, strong Gemini coming through, someone who's really honest, someone who is a deep thinker, someone who, and male or female, it's not a gender specific reading. I feel like you have a bond with this person. I feel there is a bit of a pause in between, because I feel like you get a little bit uncertain. The Moon represents uncertainty. But the 8 of Cups is walking away from the past and then getting, you know, talking to somebody new, someone who knows what they want. The Moon card is like to feel a little bit uncertain, but I feel like this person surprises you. And with the High Priestess, I feel there's just this undecided energy about you with this person. But the more you talk to this new person, the more that you will see that this person is the one. Okay? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's going to be very passionate, very intense. But there's something that makes you feel hesitant. I feel either you or this person have something booked, or have to go away on a vacation, or there's a pause. There's definitely a pause between you and this new person, and you may feel like it's not going to happen, but actually around about November time, everything starts to come together. So that's the energy that I've got coming on in. So I have to like leave that there. Now we have completion, West, and it's number 4. 4, of course, is security. Okay, it is a bit about building solid foundations, but this card represents cycles coming to a close. It represents, you know, the cycle of change. Don't resist the end of something, because the end heralds a new beginning. So this could be, you know, the end of a relationship signals the beginning of a new one. And I feel you've been going through an intense period of learning and enlightenment, but I feel this new person who's coming in, that you're calling in, because, you know, there's a representation of the brain, which is your thoughts are becoming things. That's even what the King of Swords represents. Thoughts are becoming things. And I feel this person is the missing piece. This new person is the missing piece to your wonderful life. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'm just going to go and get a trinket before we close. I mean, the puzzle piece can also indicate that you've been searching for that one last piece, or everything's coming together. I mean, you may even see an image of a diamond, because that came up earlier, or heart, or a puzzle piece. You may find one or see one. It indicates there's someone new coming on in, okay? And here we have a bicycle, which represents cycles of repeat, moving on from cycles of repeat, and we have a rose. Okay, romance. So I feel like you are moving, I hope you can see those. I feel like you're moving away from cycles of repeat. And we've got the rose representing a romantic connection coming in for you. And I definitely get a sense that you're choosing wisely. Your heart will lead the way. I just heard your heart will lead the way. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you. It was very complex. I hope I made it as concise as possible. And if something resonated, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians, and love and light.